Yo, what's up with y'all, man? Welcome to the Real Walk, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope that y'all have been doing good. I hope that y'all have been standing your word. I hope that y'all have been growing just as human beings, just as people, man. I just pray that y'all are doing good out there, all to my people out there, bro. I wanted to make this video today with y'all because I think it's very important um that we take care of our mental health. And, a lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people have been mentioning mental health problems, taking care of your mental health. And I was one of those people who didn't think mental health problems was a thing. I didn't think mental health problems were actually a real thing. I'm gonna just keep it like that. I bypassed it. Um, but something I've noticed is that mental health does matter, right? Mental health does matter so much because mentally, if you're not stable, if you're not um, functioning well mentally, you cannot go throughout your day prepared for all of the things that may come. You can't even go out throughout your day being productive because your mental health is not where it needs to be. Um, and I realized this just over like a couple days ago. I have been extremely tired. I've been working really hard just with work, things going on with school. I've just been working really hard, and I never had time, or I haven't had time to just unload my brain, just unload my mind, just with everything going on, goals and aspirations, and like I said, things going on with school and stuff. I haven't had time to like dump my brain for a second. And with me not having that time to dump my brain, I've seen just things throughout the day that has been showing me the effects of like, yo, your mental health is not where it needs to be. And so I just think it's so important, man, because as humans, we need a moment to rest. We need a moment to take a breather. We need a moment to relax and just take a second to breathe. Because without that second to breathe, bro, it's almost like you don't get a chance to be human. You're almost like a robot. And then it just tears down our mental health. It tears down how we think. It tears down just how we go about life because we haven't had a second to unload our brain. We haven't even had a second to go to God and say, God, like I'm dealing with so much stress and it's on my mind and it's causing me to just crash out. And so like we need those times to mentally dump our brains. Like we need those times to sit in quiet, to go on those walks, to where we can take everything off our brain, all that strain and stress and anxiety and all that stuff. Like we need a moment to take those things off of our brain and relax. And so this video isn't meant to be so deep. It's not meant to be a video where I'm saying all kinds of deep stuff, but really it's just like an awareness like, yo, we got to fix our mental health. We have to fix the way we go about our thinking. We have to fix the way we just take care of our bodies, yo. Like not even just mental health, but just in general, like exercising, reading books, like just different, like eating well. So many different stuff that we can do to take care of our temple. Because if we're not taking care of our temple, man, we can't function. And you really can't function if you don't have this straight. You can't function if your brain is all over the place, if you're mentally out of it. Like you can't take those times to relax and just take a second and take a breather. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so I don't know if you feel the same way. I don't know if you've been dealing with a lot of mental health issues or just dealing with a lot of mental strain, bro. Like a lot of mental, um, um, I would say mental combat. Like it's crazy, bro. But I think that's where you have to have that time to just sit back and relax and just enjoy life. Going on a trip, going on vacation, spending time with your loved ones, spending time with yourself, spending time with God. Like, there's so many things that we can do to strengthen ourselves, to to better ourselves mentally, man, because we just overlook it so much. And I didn't realize it until a couple of days ago. Like, man, like I overlooked my mental health so bad. Like I overlooked, taking care of my brain function. Like we always looking at our arms or our chest and abs and biceps and all this muscle part, but we don't take care of the real muscle up here. It's like we forsake the muscle up here so we can get all big down here and drive the nice cars and all the other stuff, but we don't take care of our mental health, and it's kind of like neglect, because without our mental health being stable, we can't even function properly with the rest of the things that we want to do in this life. And so I make this video today because um I don't want y'all to fall into that. I don't want y'all to fall into dealing with mental health problems and mental health strains, because it's real. People really go through these things, and everybody's experience does not have to be severe. Let me say that. Everybody's experience doesn't have to be a total, just like uh, uh um psych ward and all kinds. Like it doesn't have to look like that. Like yours can just be, bro, like I haven't had a time to just relax, lay in my bed and go to sleep. Like like it can be so small, you know. Um, but if you're not taking care of that mental health, then you're not gonna be able to properly function as a human being. Um, and so y'all, let's just take care of our mental health more. Like it's good to take a step back and stop working. Like, it's good to take a step back and stop thinking for a second. It's good to take a step back and just relax and go outside and go out to eat, maybe go catch a movie, or just go do something else, y'all. Like, life is so much more than just material possessions and working hard and striving for so much. Like, life is more than that. I'm not saying that stuff doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, life is so much bigger than that, you know. And I don't believe that we should live lives that are hard, that are mentally straining. Because a lot of people, as long as they got that bag, they don't care nothing about their physical health, their mental health, their diet, none of that stuff. And I'm not saying you got to be the most well-rounded individual in the world, but I think we should strive for a certain type of lifestyle that not only pleases us but pleases the Lord. And I think that starts with taking care of that mental health. I think it starts with taking care of our brain. I think it starts with taking care um, of how we go about our day. And like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I want to take better care of my mental health. I want to take better care of my thinking and just how I go about this life. Life is so much more. Life is so much greater than what we could ever think or imagine. Life is so much bigger than what we could ever, size compare it to. Like, life is so much more, y'all. And I say these things because it's real. People go through these things, and I want all of y'all to understand it, like how important it is. Even as a believer, like, we gotta take care of our mental health better too. Like, most of us, we just sit in the Bible all day, eat crap, go to church, and that's it. And I'm not saying those things are wrong, but it's like, when do you have fun? When do you go places? When do you hang out? When do you relax sometimes? That's it, y'all. I'm not trying to go so deep, but genuinely, I just want to make this video to just let y'all know to take care of yourselves, take care of your body, take care of your soul, and take care of your mental health, man. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. I appreciate y'all for watching. I pray that this message blessed y'all, and I pray that y'all are able to take this and actually move forward with this. So I appreciate y'all for watching. This is A Real Walk. Let's go.